You ever feel like you notice things most people completely miss? Like, way more than you'd like sometimes. Small changes in tone, a weird pause in someone's voice, the way someone looks at you for half a second longer, and somehow you catch it. At first, it kind of feels like a strength, like you just get people better, like you're more aware, more in tune with reality. But over time, it starts to feel different, because you're not just aware of things, you're aware of everything. And your brain doesn't really know how to stop, it just keeps going. You replay conversations, even the ones that seemed totally normal. You think about what you said, what they meant, what you missed. And suddenly it's not simple anymore. You start connecting dots, even when no one else sees them. And sometimes, even when they're not really there. That's when overthinking kicks in, not as a choice, just as default. One thought turns into 5, 5 turns into 20. And before you know it, you're mentally exhausted. Not because anything happened, but because your brain won't slow down. And most people don't see that part. They just see someone deep, someone thoughtful, someone perceptive. But inside, it feels like constant noise. Like your mind is always on, always processing something. Even when you're tired, especially when you're tired. And then there's the emotional side, which makes everything heavier. Because you don't just notice things, you feel them too. You pick up on people's moods, even when they don't say anything. You feel tension in a room, even when everyone's pretending everything's fine. And sometimes, you absorb it, without even realizing it, like it becomes yours. That's empathy, but turned all the way up. And at that level, it can get overwhelming. Because now, it's not just your emotions, it's everyone else's too. And that adds up, more than people think. Slowly, quietly, until one day, you feel drained. And you don't even know why. Nothing happened. But your mind never really stopped working. There's another layer to this, and it's even more subtle. Your brain starts scanning constantly, looking for meaning in everything. Not because you want to, but because it learned to. It's like it's always asking, what's really going on here? And that's where hyper-awareness comes in, a mind that never fully relaxes. Always observing, always analyzing. Even in moments that should feel calm, you're still thinking, still noticing, still processing. And over time, that turns into hypervigilance, where your brain starts preparing for things, even when there's no real threat. You read into situations, try to stay one step ahead. Not because you're anxious, but because you're used to it. It becomes automatic, like background noise in your head. And here's the strange part. From the outside, it looks like a gift. People admire it. They think it's intelligence. They think it's emotional depth. And, in some ways, it is. But they don't feel the weight of it, the constant mental activity, the way your brain won't switch off, even when you want it to. And that's the hidden side of awareness no one really talks about. Because being too aware isn't always peaceful. Sometimes it's exhausting, sometimes it's heavy, and sometimes it keeps you stuck in your own head, thinking instead of living, analyzing instead of feeling. So here's something worth asking yourself, and be honest about it. Do you feel like your mind is always running, even when nothing's wrong? Do you replay things more than you'd like, or notice things other people ignore? Do you feel emotionally drained, without a clear reason why? Because if you do, you're not the only one. And, more importantly, there's nothing wrong with you. It might just mean your awareness is a little higher than most. The real question is, are you controlling it? Or is it controlling you? Because awareness can be powerful, but only if it doesn't consume you. So, now I'm curious, do you feel like this describes you? Or do you feel like you can switch your mind off easily, like things don't stick as much? Let me know in the comments, because your answer might help someone else feel understood. And if this made you realize something about yourself, Subscribe to Hidden Psychology Lab, because understanding your mind might be the first step to finally feeling lighter.